On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me five golden rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me six geese a-laying, five golden rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the seventh day of Christmas, my true love gave to me seven swans a-singing, six geese a-laying, five golden rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the eighth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me eight maids a-milking, seven swans a-swimming, six geese a-laying, five golden rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Possibly. I don't know which place you went. Yeah, so this is the tin fish shop, as you know. So the tin in this time period was mined in Cornwall and Wales, over in the UK, and then was sent here in sheets. So this is a tin sheet that's been dipped into a vat of tin. So it's got a bit more patterns in terms of coffee pots, but you can also make the mugs there.
The middle one is coffee pot?
Yep. Okay, so you'd have metal. And you put that with one of these pegs. Bend it around. And if I hadn't used a piece that had already been bent once, it would bend easier.
This is a Reddit.
And so, yeah, so that goes and that makes the rat shape. Yeah, so they're easy, but you do have to be careful with your holes and bends and stuff like that. And then you have to solder them together to connect them. Hello.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. They looked up and saw a star shining in the east beyond
when they're square, it's working.
You've really made a friend there.
That's so cute. Yeah, the end will be the best, you know?
They think I have something in my bag. You know?
They come to your back. Yeah.
Because they think I have some gifts, you know, presents.
They smell something, you know, in your bag.
Yeah. Something's yummy in there. Oh, did you see him butt? Rami, did you see him butt him?
What?
He just butted him. Look.
Oh!
Oh. He hasn't got any horns though.
He needs to be trained to look. She doesn't have horns. That's it. Oh, look, the size of it. I made him do something.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed his lot. We ran into a drifted bank, and there we got upside. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
lots of fur trade. That was one of the biggest industries we had back then. Beaver, all kinds of different pelts. Yeah, those are the birds. Those are pretty neat.
You want to see a neat toy?
Do you want to see a toy?
This is a way fun toy. There's something inside this box. What do you think it could be? Aww, a tiny doll. That would be a good thing. That would be a Jack in the Box. But this is
little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in thy dark streets shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. O holy child of Bethlehem, descend to us, we pray. Cast out our sins and enter in. Be born to us today. We hear the Christmas angels, the great glad tidings tell. Oh, come to us, abide with us, our Lord Emmanuel. For Christ is born of Mary and gathered all above. While mortals sleep, the angels keep their watch of wandering love. Oh, morning stars together proclaim the holy birth, and praises sing to God the King, and peace to men on earth. And praises sing to God the King, and peace to men on earth.
They weren't Mennonite, but they were Pennsylvania Dutch. So they were originally German. They came over from Germany in about 1750, but they settled in the United States. And they lived there for a couple generations before coming up here to Canada. But they did still have their German tradition, so they're following the German tradition of, instead of putting out a stocking, they put out a plate for Santa Claus to fill. So these are the kinds of treats you would get when you came downstairs on Christmas morning.
Okay, so gingerbread, and this
Yeah.
is like apple tart.
There's Johnny Cake, which is a sweet cornbread, very Canadian. You've got an apple tart here, an apple pie, apple cake as well. I'm sensing a theme here. It's because apples are one of the few fruits that they can both grow, but that also will keep through the months and still be able to be eaten fresh by December. They've also got some German treats here. They've got Springele, which are like an anise licorice flavored biscuit that are rolled out using these fancy rolling pins, and then the decorations are painted with vegetable dyes. And on the plates themselves, they've got treats like gingerbread men, some maple fudge, they've got candy sticks, and they also have something called mochi, which are these little chocolate bun looking things. They're actually a molasses candy that are made in molds like those buns. And they're also a German treat. But the most exciting thing is, of course, the oranges. Because oranges do not grow in Canada. That means you've got to bring them in from somewhere else. Nowadays, we get them from California, we get them from Florida. They haven't started growing them there yet, so they're coming all the way from Europe at this point in time. So getting an orange fresh like this, big deal. Definitely something you have to rely on Santa Claus to bring you because he's the only one who's got that kind of transportation. And also, being German, they've got a very big Christmas tree, and that's something else that Santa's bringing you. You go to bed at night, there's nothing in your house. You come back down, you've got your lovely table full of sweets, you've got a Christmas tree, and hanging on the Christmas tree are your gifts. Not underneath, only if they're too big. Usually they're actually hanging in the tree as ornaments. So nothing's wrapped. And my grandmother used to complain, she was German, that it's great, you come in, you throw open the doors to the parlor, there's all your gifts, there's Christmas tree, boom, that's Christmas, it's over. It's 2 minutes, and then you're like, well, I guess I get to eat my stuff, but it's very short-lived. She was always very big on wrapping. And you'll see most of the gifts are handy, useful things. They tend to be a bit more practical than fun things. But there are a couple of fun toys on there as well.
And this has all traditions.
Yeah, so those are waffles that we made with our waffle iron. So it is literally made out of iron. So it is a mold, you pour the batter in, close it up, and then hold it over the fire to toast it on each side, and that produces the waffles. I made those waffles.
Are they
I'm very
real?
proud
Are
of them.
they real?
They're sort of real. So what we do for all the food here, they're the original period recipes, but instead of making them with sugar, wherever the recipe says sugar, we change it to salt. So it basically turns it into Play-Doh because it does have to last for 6 weeks throughout our Christmas programming. So they're sort of real, but they're also very not edible. But,
That's a nice.
It is kind of like milking a cow.
Haven't played that before.
These are games from the 1860s.
Yeah.
Wow.
I will take a video for you. Okay.
Thank you. This is where we would be working primarily on repairing harnesses for work horses. So you can see the little model horse with its little model harness, and the full-size set over the weight post at the back over here. Today, what I'm working on is putting bells on straps. Well, too many people kept running into each other, so it's a warning.
Warning. Just like a horn of the...
Exactly, yes.
We are coming.
Exactly.
Be careful.
So, we would have had a lot of work in here over the winter, repairing everybody's harnesses, making sure they're ready to go for the next season of work. Though, they also would have wanted their harnesses ready for traveling during the winter, because that's when farmers actually had enough time to go and visit family and friends. Also, it was a lot easier to travel over the snow than through the muddy pits that a lot of the roads turned into. So, yeah. Yes, I am definitely performing a bit of an anachronism with the rivet gun. I know. So, the strap right in front of you on the desk there is one of what are called the traces. Yes, exactly. The large one there is the same.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
That's the small one. This is the big
And
one.
this is
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the traces are so thick because they are the part that holds all of the weight. It goes directly from the collar back to what's being moved.
This dress?
No.
Which are they? Which are this?
So this
Uh-huh.
is one of these.
Yeah.
And these connect into what the horse moves, like wagons or carriages or sleighs. So the three layers of some of the heavier leather that you're going to run into.
What kind of leather?
It depends on what they had on hand. They would most frequently be tanning pig because that was the most common large meat animal. The second most common type of leather in this area was horse, because after all, just because your work horse has died is no excuse for it to stop making you money. But they would have wanted, when possible, cow and similar grades of leather for the harness. So, and cow is just the most common type of leather today because we have such an excess in our society that we are raising a lot of cows, which was not the most efficient way of getting meat back then. So, We could have also dealt in saddles, but there wouldn't have been a lot of them. Comes down.
This wax to use for the lamp
No.
No?
We
or for
sewing.
sewing, yeah. So it will stay straight, right? Yeah.
It would help definitely. Where they have the big red furry and it's all over their eyes. Yeah. It's just different breeds.
Okay, okay. So this breed do you have these days or no?
They still exist, but
Exist?
we do not have any here on the farm. Sorry.
No cross? There is no cross?
I don't know enough about Presbyterian church to know other.
Oh, Presbyterian. Bye bye, thank you. Very warm. Swimmer than you.
This is freezing though. Nothing's warm about it. So very cold.
But you can put lots of stuff under.
Not really.
No?
I got long johns on.
Long johns you can put. Whew.
I put 2 of them on, but it's still freezing.